First, the USDA's Justice for All non-discriminatory statement, which simply states that all persons must be treated equally without regard to their race, color, national origin, sex, religious creed, disability, age, political beliefs, or reprisal or retaliation for prior civil rights activity, and that our institution provides an inclusive space for all. For more information on the And Justice for All statement, please visit the USDA's website.
Hi everybody, welcome to this edition of the Family Foodie. My name is Maddie and I'm a nutrition educator for the Rutgers Cooperative Extension of Mercer County, the Department of Family and Community Health Sciences, and SNAP-Ed. Welcome. I'm so glad that you can make it, join us. Today we're going to be talking about beans, as you've probably guessed from the title of the event in this video. It is the first part of a three-part installment about beans. So please join us on November 4th at 2 p.m. and November 5th at 2 p.m. to learn more about beans. Let's get into the lesson. So before I talk about all of these beans that I have in front of me, I want to talk about this. Many of you have probably seen this before. This is referred to as a My Plate symbol. You may have seen it in a grocery store, or maybe in a doctor's office, or maybe at a school. And you can see here it has 5 different food groups, and it's meant to represent all the different food groups that we should be incorporating into our diet during meals and throughout the day. When it comes to most foods that we eat, they usually fit into at least one of these categories, right? So maybe spinach as a vegetable, apples would fit into fruits, rice would fit into grains, chicken would fit into protein, milk would fit into dairy. So I bring this up because we're talking about beans today, and beans are such an awesome food because they fit into 2 different categories of the My Plate symbol. So not only do they fit into the vegetable category, because they are a plant food and they are a vegetable, but they also fit into the protein category. So they are proteins, and they provide us with a lot of protein, which is awesome. It helps us build strong muscles, helps keep us fuller for longer, but they are also vegetables. So they're both of these. Really awesome, isn't that? All right, so now that we've talked about My Plate, I want to talk about one more thing that is really important for our bodies and for proper nutrition when it comes to beans. And that is that all beans are super rich in fiber. Now, fiber is a nutrient, meaning it's something that we get when we eat food. That's really helpful, okay? So fiber is one of those things that helps lower blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol. It helps you digest things. So this is probably the most popular kind of thought about fiber. If you've ever heard of fiber or heard people talk about fiber, it's really great for our digestion. It helps us have good bowel movements. It also helps us pass things through our digestive tract. Very important for that. It's very important for health. And then lastly, it keeps us fuller for longer. So you don't overeat, which could eventually lead to weight loss, okay? So often if we're not full enough, or maybe we're eating foods that don't have enough fiber, we're snacking on things that we don't want to be snacking on, can eventually lead to weight gain. So we talked about fiber, we talked about how awesome it is for our bodies, and we talked about how it's in beans. Now, fiber in general is in plant foods, so you won't find fiber in, say, chicken or dairy, things like that, but you will find fiber in plant foods, and definitely a lot of fiber in beans. So I have here several varieties of beans. Some of them are canned beans, some of them are dried beans. We also have some lentils, also in the bean family. Let's talk about how much fiber are in one serving, or at least 1 cup of these beans. So we can talk about how much fiber is in beans, and it's an incredible amount. So to begin, just as a daily recommended amount of fiber that we should be getting per day, so the amount we should be getting per day is 25 grams of fiber. Okay, that's the recommended daily amount, so that we get all those awesome benefits such as lower blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar, helps with our digestive tract, and then also helps us keep us fuller for longer. 25 grams a day is recommended. All right, so let's talk about how much fiber is in each of these varieties. So I have here black beans, and in 1 cup of black beans, we have 15 grams of fiber. That's nearly 60% of our daily recommended intake of fiber in 1 cup of black beans. I have here black-eyed peas. Black-eyed peas per 1 cup has 11 grams of fiber. That's 44% of our daily recommended value of fiber. Next, I have navy beans, or also known as cannellini beans. In 1 cup of cannellini beans, 19 grams of fiber. That's 76% of our daily recommended value of fiber. Pretty awesome. I also have chickpeas here. Okay, these are canned chickpeas. In 1 cup of canned chickpeas or cooked chickpeas, there's 12 grams of fiber, or 50% of our daily recommended value. I have here Great Northern beans. In 1 cup of Great Northern beans, there's 12 grams of fiber, which is nearly 50% of our daily recommended value of fiber. And over here, I have some pinto beans. Pinto beans are really popular for chilies. They're also really pretty and red. In 1 cup of pinto beans, there's nearly 16 grams of fiber, or 62% of our daily recommended value. It's pretty awesome, huh? Last but certainly not least, I have these red lentils. And in 1 cup of cooked red lentils, there's also nearly 16 grams of fiber. So around 63% of our daily recommended value. Pretty awesome, huh? All right, so as noted, beans are really awesome for a lot of reasons, but namely because they fit both into the vegetable and protein category of my plate, which is pretty cool. Not a lot of foods do that. And then also they provide us with one of the most important nutrients, which is fiber, okay? And only 1 cup of most of these varieties is going to give us a ton of our daily recommended value of fiber. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Also, if you've learned something from this lesson, please feel free to share what you've learned in the comment section, or maybe there's something that you're hoping to learn about beans. If you share in the comment section, I'll make sure to share that information with you moving forward into our next lessons. Again, my name is Maddie. Thank you so much for coming.